Welcome back to Shadow and Bone. What kind of title sequence we got here? Ooh, like melting gold. I like it. I really am fond of shows that switch up the intro every single time. Keeps it interesting. Oh, it's Mal. I mean, I knew he wasn't gonna die from that, but I'm glad he made it back to safety for, you know, the time being. I feel so bad for Mal. Like, lost both of his best friends. Does not look like he got the stag. And he's grievously injured, so, you know, all around it was not a good day for him. Our lovely crows.
No weapons of any kind.
We'll see about that. So they're gonna have him pose as a guard. I mean, I suppose that's the best way to go about it. Looks alright.
Tends to.
No? Okay, never mind.
I never really liked farms. But perhaps the Dactyr and Balakria.
The disconnect hurts.
I think I'm going to stick with the black.
No.
I want you to be careful.
Of what?
Of him.
Powerful men.
Exactly.
They're lovely.
What do they do?
What do they do?
Very nice. Oh, okay. Oh, that was a little rude. I would have at least used them for the performance.
You like him?
Not a word.
I like him too.
I'll manage.
I wonder what injury
You can't
he
blow your cover this early. Jasper needs to
sustained.
plot our escape route.
Obviously,
There
it's
is a gap
really
in the
bothering
schedule between
him
events,
not being
so they
able
may
to
place
use
her in a room
his
here,
cane.
away from the crowd.
There's no way this is gonna work, right? There's no way they're gonna be able to actually capture her.
I think you're flirting with that stable hand.
What stable? Oh, him. I suppose he's moderately attractive, but
Yeah,
I don't really
you know.
notice.
It's amusing when the
One more
carriage you
reason to
find
like him,
isn't
just a little bit
fast
more.
enough.
I don't care if she's real or not.
Well, you're likely about to find out how real it is.
Orphans weren't allowed that Malanites is sneak out.
It
It's
does
not
sound
safe.
fun. Come on. It's probably gonna go horribly wrong, but come on.
Let's go back.
Ladies
Let's
and
continue to have
gentlemen,
fun. Oh.
I present
Oh.
Alina Starkov.
Alina, no. Not everyone knows what you know about. If we get caught here,
Shit. I would say this has gone horribly wrong and right.
What were you thinking? Scurry out of here because my better half might come looking.
I like him.
You're riding for us also.
You're in no condition to go. So,
Yeah, you're kind of not.
What if I'm clear the bar?
That's right. We do it before dinner.
Okay.
You
But
grab.
you find Volcra hilarious.
I hate it. I
May I?
hate this.
To something greater. That we can offer Grisha and Ravkans.
Well, that's good, but that's also a slippery slope. So, you know, proceed with caution.
You mean a lot.
Shut up. Stop. Please don't.
Many people surprise me, Miss Starkov.
Not many people surprise me.
Can I help you?
Oh, look who it is.
oh, you are here.
Oh?
I like that.
He's certainly not my type, but
Have you learned in the
I'm
road?
feeling the heat. Kitty! Are they together? Are we gonna get like multiple gay
he
couples on
invited
this
you,
show?
sir?
Because I'm here for that.
My orders are to.
You heard.
Damn. Is he like that in bed as well? Okay, as much as I hate that she's wearing the black, you know, for him, I do like the black. It looks good. Putting on a little show, very nice. Oh, go say hi to him. Go talk to him.
Her name is Alina Starkov.
I'm sorry, you're whispering. I
She will
can't hear
bring
you.
liberation.
Like, the only cool points you ever get are when you use your powers, because the whole manipulation of shadows is pretty cool. Very cool. I do not like the way he is looking at her. It doesn't seem like adoration or anything. It looks like something else. I'd say you did rather well. That would make me so uncomfortable, honestly. You expect applause, but instead people are like bowing to you. I'd be like, oh, this is not what I expected. She was having a good time. He's having a good time. I'm having a good time. Why do I get the feeling they're not gonna see each other? Something's gonna, like, just barely
Is this
keep them
supposed to be a
out of
joke?
sight. Come on, fingers crossed. See Alina. Say what you gotta say.
You are becoming quite dangerous.
All right.
A role you have to play, do you?
I don't think you do either, sir.
Erecting.
That.
Will do. Let go.
Leave us.
I swear to Christ, if Kerrigan like kills him or something, that's it. I'm not watching the rest of this show. I'm kidding, obviously, but that will really fuck me up.
Show me where.
North of Chernast.
I really
Precisely.
feel like this is the last person who should be having this information.
Not until I see Elena.
Oh, gonna play hardball.
I
Okay.
beg your pardon.
I know.
Cannot let him obtain that kind of power.
Okay. I feel more confident than ever. Kerrigan, piece of shit, evil, and she is probably a very good ally to have. The energy of the episode, like, really picked up right there. I'm really digging this.
From General Zlatan.
At least those are bulletproof. Did he really just slit Alina's throat? What the fuck just happened right there? It can't actually be her. It can't actually be her. No, it can't be. It has to be like a body double or something. I don't believe it. Whew, that freaked me out for a second.
Thank you. I'll take it from here.
Well, that got cut short.
Or you.
You son of a bitch. I hate him. I hate him. I hate that Mal is just like such a pawn in all this. Him and Alina, honestly. Okay. Will y'all leave him alone for 2 seconds? Jesus Christ. Damn. Like, I understand why they're doing this. They're like, if you have this information, you can't be allowed to live, but everybody needs to chill the fuck out. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh. Fuck. Okay. Face. Can I fast forward? I don't think I've ever wanted to fast forward through a reaction more than like right here.
Now, before it's too late.
You know what? I'm cool with this. Even if it means she can't see Mal. I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Intends to expand the fold and use it as a weapon. That's what he created it for in the first place.
I feel so vindicated. Yes.
Alexander is the Black Heretic.
I fucking knew
He
it.
chose a nobleman's name. Give you a glimpse of the wounded boy.
Yes, he did.
He isn't a boy at all. You must hide.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I think it's time to get the hell out of here.
I'll fight back. You're far from strong enough to face him.
Yeah, I don't think you're ready
I
for
thought I
that
had more
just
time
yet.
to prepare. Keep you safe till I find a plan.
Alina, I don't think you should. I would listen to her. I don't know if that's a good idea. Well, it certainly looks like they will not be capturing her today.
Unlike a spider, I only need one good leg. However, you look like you need both hands.
Oh no, she broke her oath. Or her vow. I don't know what you would call it specifically. Believing that is gonna cause problems. Yeah, as much as I would want to keep that on just for the bulletproof aspect of it, I'm gonna need to cover up so you're not standing out so much. I would also take my hair out of the nice design and everything. Like, just make sure you don't look anything like you did 10 minutes ago.
You mean against our enemies?
Which enemies are you referring to?
Without me, you don't really matter now anymore either.
Damn.
I'd wager you need a skilled tracker to find her now.
It's weird. I think in Kerrigan's twisted head, he does actually care about her in like a really fucked up, selfish way. But I think he does. Are they really gonna capture her? Like, is this actually gonna work after all that? No way. No way. It can't be that easy for them. There's no way. Same, Jesper. I'm like, are you kidding me?
She's real, Jesper.
Yeah, and you're never gonna believe it. She's in her carriage. That was a really good episode. That was a huge turning point in the story. I really like that. So quite a bit happened in that episode. Alina finally learned the truth about Kerrigan, everything going on there, or at least, a good bit of what's going on there. And I suppose we did as well, but I fucking knew it. I knew I could not trust that asshole. I knew it. And the fact that he is, eternal and has been the one who created the fold and now wants to expand it even further to fight their enemies, so to speak. Again, I'm curious as to who he considers to be enemies. Is it going to be literally anyone who isn't Grisha? Is it going to be kind of like a Magneto situation? That would be cool, actually. I would enjoy that. On top of that, Alina got herself captured by the crows, which is so funny. In a way, it's sort of what are the chances, really? But at the same time, the way everything played out and was set up, I kind of do buy it, and it's just hilarious that that's how it played out. You also get to see Alina's really progressing with her abilities. She's getting to a point where, she is becoming dangerous. She's becoming formidable. But I think Kerrigan's mother was absolutely right, saying you are not ready to face him yet, but, someday. Jesper got some, which was cool. Mal made it to the little palace, almost told Kerrigan everything he wanted to know. Still told him a little more than I wish he did, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, you withheld the location. That buys us all some time. And he knows that Alina is no longer there and is tracking her, so it's only a matter of time before he meets up with the crows and, rescues her, or just joins up with them. Who fucking knows what's gonna go on with all that? And Inej had to kill someone in order to save Kaz. That honestly is really sad. But on that note, I'm like, is this really the first time this has ever happened? I feel like in their line of work, a situation like that was bound to happen sooner rather than later. Alright, moving on to the technicals. How fun was the episode? There was a good portion of it where I was just hating on Kerrigan, so I had to dock it a little bit for that. But a lot of the episode was seeing Alina and Mal, really handle their situations and be kind of badass. Same goes for the Crow characters. And there were a lot of really comedic moments and funny situations. And Alina got the hell out of there. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. How important was the episode? This is definitely going to be a 10 out of 10 one, because like I said, this is a huge turning point of an episode. Alina discovered the truth and is now on the run, or captured by the crows, and Mal is looking for her, but still. You find out that Baghra is the mother of Kerrigan. They're both shadow summoners, and that Kerrigan is definitively, the one who created the fold and wants to expand it and increase his power. Again, I feel very vindicated, but it was a huge turning point, so definitely 10 out of 10. How cinematic was the episode? I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. For the most part, this was very cinematic and once again has a very unique style to the show, which I really appreciate. But there were some bits that came across a little television-y to me. Most notably was the scene with Alina and her friends all joking about how she set this dude on fire when he asked her out. It didn't feel entirely out of place or anything. It just felt like I don't know how to describe it, an endearing moment you would find on a TV show as opposed to a film, I guess. That doesn't entirely make sense, I understand, but again, it gave me a kind of TV vibe. But still, 8 out of 10, because the show overall is very cinematic, and most of this episode was as well. How good was the music? And for that, I'm going to give it another 8 out of 10. I think it was very good, suited every moment. Nothing stood out as, show-stopping or anything, but it was all very good. Effects. There were actually quite a bit in this episode, particularly with Alina's power. You're starting to see it much more often now. And I still have the same gripe I did before. Sometimes I think it looks outstanding. The moment when she split it into 2 beams and the light turned like a bluish color when she, lit up the whole room. I think that looked really fucking good. And then there's a moment where she kind of like squares up when Baghra like comes in to rescue her essentially, and it just didn't look that good. Like, it looked suitable, like it was adequate, but it looked like something you'd find with a TV budget as opposed to a movie budget. Whereas the moment before, when she split it, I think it did look more, movie quality. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because I do think overall the effects are quite good, but there are little nitpicks like that that are keeping it from, like a 10 out of 10. Costumes and sets. I'm gonna go for a 9 out of 10. I think the actual, what are the jackets called? Like, the design of the keftas, I think, are really well done. The fact that each design that goes over the chest is all like embroidered and everything, I think it looks really, really good. The sets are also pretty fantastic. I don't know how much of it is like on location and how much of it is built. Like, I particularly like the set of like the catacombs that they were walking through, and I feel like a set like that could easily be built, but it could also easily be a real place that they just dressed up. So either way, it was very good. Acting. I think the acting in this episode was very, very good. Quite a few characters had a very wide range of emotions to go through, and I think almost everyone, really played it off exceptionally well. For me, this was the first time that Jessie May Lee actually really impressed me. Like, the moment she was told the truth, seeing her go through the initial disbelief to understanding and then kind of the crushing weight of it all, then to move on from that into a more head-on approach of like, I'm gonna, take destiny into my own hands. I think she played it very, very well. And in a fairly subdued way, so it didn't feel, overly dramatic or anything. And she's not even the only one in the episode who really impressed me. Amita Suman for Inej, the moment she sees Alina and what she's capable of, and just how in awe she is of that moment, I found that to be rather touching, rather moving, and she played it exceptionally well. So yeah, pretty much everyone was given their A game in this episode. I was really enjoying it, so 9 out of 10. As for the pacing of the episode, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 because I feel like the first 20 minutes are a rather slow build-up compared to the back half of the episode, which is much more speedy. I feel like if they had balanced it one way or the other, it would have worked a little bit better for me, but it still wasn't terrible pacing or anything, and I quite enjoyed the episode. And that gives this episode an 8.4 out of 10. I think it was quite good. I'm so happy that Alina is finally getting away from Kerrigan and knows that he's a piece of shit. And it's also nice to know that I was right. He's a piece of shit. Apparently being paranoid and distrustful can be helpful sometimes. I'm excited to see exactly how the Crows and Alina are gonna interact with one another, and also how long it's gonna take Mal to catch up and how he's gonna play with the other ones as well. Hope to see you all next time, and that is about it.